Morning everybody, I'm Mike Karantonis and I'm a guide for a safari travel company, Africa Direct. I'll be hosting you this morning, a little guest host, but he looks like he's the guest rather, he's made me drive. But it's a big privilege for me to be messing around in the bush. However, we're going to cut the intro short because we've heard some lions roaring about 1 kilometer, maybe 2 k's from here. And generally speaking, and hoping that the lions make me look stupid, but lions don't normally roar much after the sun's risen. They enjoy this crepuscular stage of the day to get the message out. The air's cool, it travels further. They're still moving around after their nocturnal movement, so Elle and I are going to try our best to go and find them and see what message they're trying to put out there. But so enough chatting, let's go find these guys because we've got to move before it gets light. So we have got a little bit of help where Wise has taken the back end over there to follow up. Lions normally they walk in long straight lines, and their movement is quite momentous, which helps us. Last night we came across one of the Tintswalo males on his own, and now these tracks indicate that there's 2 males, so they have met up. Is another reason why, like I was mentioning earlier, there's that point of the morning where they stop roaring, but then the other reason, which could be a very good reason why he stopped roaring, is that his brothers found him, and then he no longer needs to continue with that particular mission. And once they've met up and there's 2 of them, the mission first was to find each other. Second mission is to find the intruder, which I think at the moment they've got a big target on the red male's back, the red road male. So the roaring stopped. We haven't heard anything for quite some time now. Tracks are proof and evidence that they've achieved goal number 1. Now let's see how much they're moving and how much they want to take care of before it gets too warm.
Comes Mandevu. Mike and I have just managed to find this Tintswalo male, one of the Mbiri lionesses, and her 2 cubs.
Well, it took us a little bit longer than we were hoping for. to find them this morning, because there was a lot of up and down with the tracks, but we finally found them. And we've got a lot more than we were expecting or hoping for. We were tracking tracks of 2 males, and here we've found the lioness with the 2 cubs as well as the 2 males, so this is a really, really great find.
This female is the mother of these 2 males here. So she had cubs with those 2 open males. Those 2 open males got anthrax and died. And because they weren't chased away by the open males, these females have now accepted these young males, which are their sons, into the pride. So we're wondering where Lambile is, but we're seeing more and more now Mandevu and Mchile together more often, and Lambile is sort of just in the background. He doesn't spend as much time with these 2 patrolling, but he is with them when they're on kills. When they were on that giraffe kill, he was with them. But when these 2 patrol, they normally patrol the 2 of them together. There's obviously a stronger bond between these 2. Lambile is not an actual brother or cousin to them. He's from another lion pride called the Mbiri Pride, so he doesn't have that strong bond that these 2 have.
What's so great about safari, which I really love about it, is how much of this morning was unexpected. And it started off with the weather. It was cold and we put jackets on in October. It's normally shorts and t-shirts that we're driving around in, and we've got a jacket. We were tracking 2 male lions, and we found lionesses with their cubs as well, with the 2 male lions. And now this wind is very unusual, which made it longer and harder to find and track those lions, but we eventually got them. But everything about safari is so unexpected. It changes every day. So the cold and the wind and the extra lines weren't anything we had on our agenda today, but it was all part of it. You adapt to it, and it writes that different story in the book. And that's what's great about a safari book that you read every day when you go on game drive, is that it's something you don't expect. It's new, it's a new angle, you adapt, it changes your expectations. But with all of it, we got a lot more than we were hoping for. We all dressed up, and we got more lions than expected. The wind has changed the feel and the mood of the bush. And yeah, it's just I don't get to do this very often and host something as special as this with a good friend of mine. So friends, coffee, bushveld, lions, birds, this is all perfect. And to make the one chance that I got to host with Alistair and be out in the bush different and something unexpected was way more than I was hoping for. So thanks for having me, my friendy, and thanks for everything. But yeah, the bush is always throwing something unexpected at you, which is what I love about it. It makes it exciting.